Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain my Blinkit Clone project, which I built using MongoDB, Express.js, React, and Node.js. So basically, I create grocery delivery application similar to Blinkit, where user can browse their product, add item to their cart, increase or decrease quantities, remove item, and finally place their order. So now I open my VS Code. So you can see here my Blinkit project folder, and inside that you can see first folder for my backend and second folder for my front end. So before I open that backend folder, I shortly explain you. For the backend, I built a complete REST API using Node.js and Express.js. So basically we are use Reactor DOM to manage navigate between the page and without refreshing the browser. So now I show you my backend folder. In that folder I show you my backend file, that is index.js. So this is my file. The first line is where I have imported express, because we are creating the backend with express.js. So after that, first I have create a server because our backend to run. So you can see here the small code for the backend. So after that, for the storing the data, I use MongoDB along with Mongoose. So the Mongoose help me perform CUD operation easily and maintain a structured database. So I connect that server with my database. So this is line for the connection, and now I show you my APIs. So I have create post, get, and delete API in this project. These are the most used API. So my first API is post API for adding my categories data on my front end and back end also. And for that, I create the schema for storing the that data in my backend. So before I showing that schema, I shortly explain you. The schema means like a table is created in our backend so that we can save the front end data on in that table. So this is, let me find. So this is a schema for my category section. Now I open that index.js file. So after that, I create get API for my category section for accessing the backend data on my front end. So this is completely get API. You can see here. And after that, I have also create post API for my baby's item, and so many items are there. For that, I create a post API and get APIs also. You can see here these are the for snacks, and top of the page you can see the post API for dairy. So now I show you my third API, that is delete. So let me scroll. So this is a delete API, can delete the particular data on my backend, and that data we cannot see on our front end. So this is a delete API, you can see here. So after that, I create post API for my sign up page, and I have also create the post API for my login page. You can see here, this is a post API for my login. So this is my backend. Now I show you my another folder. So that is node-module. So that folder automatic create by npm that store the all libraries or your project. So after that, I show you my another folder, that is packet.json. So this file extract version of every packages and sub packages installed in our project. So now I show you my last file, that is packet.json. So that file works for storing the metadata, and control node and React project tells npm what packages to install. So now I show you my front end folder. In that folder, you can see one is another folder for src. So before I open that src folder, I shortly explain you. For my front end, I use react.js, and I design clean and responsive user interface with components such as navbar, product card, cart page, add to cart button, pop-up UI animation. For global state management, I use Context API, which allows me to manage card state across all the component very efficiently. So now I show you my src folder. Inside it, we have all the component that we use in our project. So for the explanation, I need to show my project UI. So for that, I open my terminal, and I firstly rename that terminal as the front end. and I open new terminal for my backend and I rename as well. So let me start the front end. For that I need to move into front end folder. We use the command cd followed by the folder name. So here I am typing cd front end. After that I start my project using command npm. So now I am running this command and the development server is started. So now I start my backend server. So our backend also run. So this is the first UI of our Blinkit project. So now I log in for normal user and you can see the homepage UI which looks similar to official Blinkit website. Now I scroll the window and you can see the UI. So in the new bar you can see I added Blinkit style logo, location selector, a search bar and a cart button, and last one is logout button. So user can quickly access important button like cart and logout. So let me talk about this card we are showing on our UI. So each of these cards store and display its related product. So now I open the chocolate category and inside this category you can see the all related product. So all the product are displayed using product card component. Each card show product image, name, price and add to cart button. So now I show you how we can add a product. So here it is a button. When I click on this button, the product get added to my card and you can see on the cart button it's update total number of items and total price as well. So now I adding another product from different category. I select dairy category and now I add this basundi and you can see the cart button updating again. It show the total number of item and total amount, and we can also increase or decrease quantity of any product just like this. So this is possible because I create cart context file using React Context API. If you want see the detailed information of any product, so simply you can click on this item and you can see its image and information here. So now I'll show you my cart page. This is UI of my cart section. If you want to remove any product, you can do that using remove button, just like this. So now I place the order for Basundi and order get placed and a small order successful pop-up appear like this. So this is a complete working flow for normal user. Now I logging out this account. Now I log in as a admin. For that I entering the username and password here. So you can see the admin page also has same UI, but you might notice two extra button on navbar. First is for add item and second is for delete item. So in this page I explain only these two button how it is work. So first I show you how we can add any product to any category. Now I click on add item button. This is a UI of add item page. So to add any product we just fill out this detail. So now I fill it. And for the image URL I search the KitKat chocolate. So now I choose this image and I right click on this image and copy this image URL and I choose chocolate category and now I click on this add item button and you can see the product was added successful. Now let me show you the product has been added to chocolate category. Here is the KitKat chocolate. So now I show you how we can delete the particular item. To delete any product we need its product ID. So I search it localhost 9000 because our backend is run on 9000 portal and their category is chocolate. So this is a data of our chocolate categories and I have copied this ID and pasting it into my ID section. And now just I click on this delete button, and you can see it show delete item successful. So now I show you that KitKat chocolate is present on our chocolate category or not, and you can see the KitKat chocolate is not longer there. So this is a add and delete button works. So that's for now. I hope you like my video and thanks for watching.